Tiffany Jones.
What? Hey, hello. Okay, so we're gonna start with Yes to Carrots moisturizer. So just apply that with some clean fingertips all over the face. All right, next I'm gonna take Tarte's Lifted Eye Primer. This actually contains Firmitol, so it helps lift the eyelids if they're saggy, or helps prevent them basically from sagging. I'm just gonna apply that all over the lid. This will just help my shadow stick so I don't have creasing. All right, next we'll take Jane Iredale's Liquid Mineral Foundation, and we're just gonna apply that. I'm gonna use a sponge, and I'm just gonna softly smooth it all over the skin. I do like to kind of brush the sponge just softly after I've applied it, just to kind of even it out and just soften it. This foundation's super light. It's got great coverage, but it's really light, so you're not feeling heavy or thick or cakey at all. I highly recommend this foundation if you're a fan of great coverage, but not cakey feeling. And then to follow that, I'm gonna use Tarte's The Eraser. It's concealer, and I'm just gonna apply that under my eyes, on the sides of my nose, obviously wherever I've got blemishes, and really just conceal the little areas that need it, and you're good to go. The Tarte Smooth Operator, that's what we're gonna apply next. That's a finishing powder. It contains clay, so it actually helps larger pores, making them smaller. It smooths over the skin, and also the fine lines and wrinkles appear smaller. And it just gives you a smooth finish. It's very, very, very light. I'm just gonna apply that in circular motions all over the face, over the eyes and neck. Okay, now I'm gonna take Envy Echo's bronzer, and I'm just gonna apply that all over the face. I wanna start at my neck just because this bronzer is extremely pigmented. A little goes a long way. And if I just dab it on my cheek without realizing, I'll have a big dark spot. So start on your neck, contour your chin if you feel like you need to, and then move up on your face with the bronzer. So just go around the cheeks, swirl it around the nose and the forehead, eyes, and just give yourself that sun-kissed bronze. Take Color Science Get Framed Brow Kit. There's 3 colors in this. I'm just gonna use the dark and the medium and mix them a little bit. I'm gonna test it on my hand before I apply it onto my brows, just to make sure it's not overpowering dark. And then with the edge brush, I'll just lightly start in the center of my brow and go towards the front. And then I'll go up to the arch and down and just soften them with my hand or with a wand, just kind of soften it so it's not super strikingly dark. But Anne Hathaway on this look does actually have very, very dark brows, so either way works. All right, so now we're on to the eyes. I'm gonna take Jane Iredale Eye Gloss, and I'm just gonna apply that on the upper lid on the lower half. That's really where our focus is going to be on these eyes. So just there with a concealer brush and just soften it with my fingers. And that'll just kind of give us a little bit of a glossy base to start. Okay, now I'm gonna take this amazing Jane Iredale Artist's Eye Palette 2. There's some really, really vibrant colors. I love it, but we're really just gonna focus on one. It's the Truffle. It's a dark brown, and it's got a little bit of shimmer to it, which is really, really actually striking for this look. So I'm gonna take that with just an eyeshadow brush on the lower half of the upper lid. Just kind of put a thick amount there. Don't worry about blending or anything yet. We'll come back to that. Whatever's left on the brush, just kind of sweep that under the eye on the lower lash line, just to give you a slight accent of brown. You really want the lower lashes just to be very subtle. All right, now take your blending brush. Don't put any powder on it, and just blend away at the top of the eye where the color, the truffle, connects to the skin. Just blend that in windshield wiper motions. I'm gonna take a neutral eyeshadow. I'm using Ecobella's, the beige one from their shadow line. I'm gonna just take that underneath the brow with the blending brush and just kind of give myself a little highlight under the brow bone. And then I'm just gonna softly sweep it downward toward the shadow, and then just keep blending in windshield wiper motions. Now we're gonna take Cora's black liner, and we're just gonna apply that to the upper lash line. I really only went halfway on the eye. So really just taking a thicker amount on the outer corner and just swooping it in towards the center. Okay, then I follow that with a black eyeshadow and an edge brush, just to set that pencil that you've applied so that it's not smearing and smudging and you don't have to worry about it. So I just applied that directly over the liner. Okay, so now I'm going to take Urban Decay Latex Free Lash Glue, and I'm going to use these pretty eyelash wefts. They've got a little bit of like speckles of confetti or something in them, and that's to give me the illusion that I've got the glittery stuff in the eyelashes like they had at the Oscars. And I'm going to trim the lashes so that they fit my eye, wrap it around my finger, and just hold it for a second and then let it go. And that's just gonna give me my natural eye arch. So it'll just make it a lot easier to lay on the eye. And then I'm gonna follow that with Bare Minerals Flawless Definition Mascara, just a little bit. We've already got crazy lashes, so we really don't need to vamp up the eyes anymore. I'm just gonna softly do that to blend my lashes into the false lashes. And then I'm gonna put a little bit on the lower lashes. You do want some color on the bottom lashes, but really this is about the top. And I'm just gonna soften the mascara that's on my lower lash line with just an eyelash comb. Okay, we're almost done. So now we're gonna follow it with the lips. This is the Bright Lips. I opted for a pink red lip, but you can do a bright stark red or a deep red or whatever works for you. This is Kora's Wild Rose, the lip color moisturizer, which is surprising. It's got a lot of pigment. But hey, we're not complaining, right? So I'm just gonna apply that with a lip brush all over my lip.